Hey guys, I really wanted to respond to this sooner, but I was really shocked of all the just horrible, insensitive, I'm trying to be diplomatic, but fucking rude ass, ignorant ass comments I got from people about the video that I made on gay cakes, more gay cakes. So if you guys haven't seen that video, it's a video I'm talking about where the Christian baker that got the Supreme Court went with him, and I supported him. I think that if he doesn't want to serve gay people and that's his religious right, then he shouldn't have to. They should just go somewhere else. I'm not into making somebody do something against their conscience, okay? So I definitely support the baker, but I also said that I support gay rights, and a lot of people got pissed, and I had a lot of people unsubscribe, and I'm probably gonna have a lot more unsubscribed after this video, but that's fine because I'm not kissing people's asses for subscriptions. I'm not. I'm not. One thing I love about this channel is it's very cathartic for me. I love the connection I make with people. After I was even doing this channel before I reached 1,000 subscribers, and I'm not making a lot of money. Any money that I make from views, I split with April, who's the co-owner of this channel. So I'm not getting rich. I'm not rolling in it, And I'm on the path to truth, not trying to find a niche and trying to please everybody, because it's really hard to do that. But I did want to comment because I have a lot of people in my life that are gay that I love, and I feel like I want to defend them and also kind of give my objective point of view of maybe what they're going through, if people are willing to listen, that have just so willingly categorized gay people as one thing. So I think there is, I will say this, so I think there is a gay agenda to push. I don't even know if you call it a gay agenda. I think it's deeper than that. I think there is agenda to split men and women and make people confused about their sexuality, because if you have people that are confused about their sexuality, they're easier to control. They don't have a footing in who they are. But I'm digressing a little bit. I'll come back to that. So when I was younger, I went to a performing arts high school. I actually, you're gonna laugh, I actually went to Hollywood High in LA, and it was a school like Fame, if you've ever seen that movie, or the TV show. We went to, it was, we did dancing and acting and singing and music, and while also taking regular classes. So because of that too, and I think the arts is a very welcoming environment for people that are gay, a lot of students that attended that school were gay because I think either they were having doubts, or they knew that they would be more accepted, or it was a place for them to see if they were gay, kind of to try out their sexuality and to gain an understanding. So I was exposed to gay people at a very, very young age, and I even had a friend that was when she was he's a she now, but she was 16. She had a sex change operation. Her mom took her to Mexico to do it before it was trendy, before people were trying to, push the whole transgender thing down kids. I don't agree with that. I will say I don't agree with the whole teaching kids about sex and all that stuff in school and to make them tolerant. That's fucking bullshit. If you're gonna make people tolerant, just teach them to respect people no matter who they are. That's it. You don't have to have a fucking class about sex toys and teaching about sexuality earlier. And in fact, I actually know a lot of gay people who are against that. They're terrified by it, they're traumatized by it, because they realize that children have innocence, and they're not okay with it either. Okay, so I digress. So I had a lot of friends that were kicked out of their house, or terrified of being kicked out of a house, homeless as teens, because their parents found out they were gay. It was very, the struggle's real. I don't really know anybody that chooses to be gay. I have known instances where I've seen girls try and lure guys in by saying they're bisexual, or they would go and they would date somebody that really is gay to get really guys' interest, or they're just sick of men. They're just like, I'm sick of men, I'm just gonna be a lesbian, and then they go, but they're not really a lesbian, so they always end up finding a guy and dumping the girl that really is a lesbian. So I mean, that's not really being gay. I would just saying in that case is choosing to live a gay lifestyle. But I've known many people that even being older, all the way up until their 60s, 70s, that are gay, they're in the closet, that don't want to tell anybody. It's very, very real. It's very, I mean, I know, and as I get older, it's not as romantic. You know, a lot of my friends that are gay are getting older, and they're watching everybody around them have children. And, you know, I think it's, you know, I heard Milo Yiannopoulos say this, but he's dead on, you know, about the whole thing that you can be gay, but just the inability of being able to conceive a child with someone that you love is heart-wrenching. And I think it's kind of stereotypical, but I think that's why you still see a lot of, if you see a lot of gay people that are just super, super into their pets, like super into their pets, super, because, you know, they have that urge to take care of something or to raise somebody. I still think whether you're gay or straight, that urge to parent is still there. Now, there's a whole conversation that I feel like that's not happening around why people are gay. I think there are different reasons. According to some research and my observation, according to talking to my friends, I know there's a high correlation with molestation and homosexuality, whether you are a man or woman who was a molester or the person that's being molested. There also is, you know, maybe evidence that part of it could be natural selection. I've said something or read some things where, you know, there's even been homosexuality discovered in animals, but now there's also been evidence that shows that homosexuality can be induced in animals through the hormones. And to me, that's not even a far-fetched idea. If, you know, people that are undergoing sex change operations are given hormones to lower their voice or to make their voice higher or to make them grow breast or to, you know, give them attributes of the other sex, then if people and animals are consuming hormones in water or in products, then why wouldn't it affect them that way as well? So I just think there's a whole conversation that's not been being addressed, especially by the left. But the thing that makes me weird is makes it weird is if you support gay people and gay rights, why are you not having the conversation about this, and you're fucking making people, you know, you're having conversations about which bathroom people can use. And they're not, you know, they're not talking about that. They're not talking about the high suicide rate in gay communities. They're not talking about like the real cause of AIDS. Check out Truth Bomb Alert. Check out Peter Deusberg. Watch the documentary, The House of Numbers, The Empire's New Virus. Okay, they're not talking about stuff like that. It's petty shit. You know, why aren't they? You know, they're not talking about counseling. They're not talking about the high drug. The drug issues in the gay community. And it's interesting because I see a lot of parallels between blacks and gays, you know. And then there's this whole thing too where I feel like a lot of gay people, like just like when I talk about the blacker than thous, there's like this whole kind of, I think the gay mafia does exist, but on a higher level there's this whole thing about like this whole culture that's been made about, you know, gay people having to pick up just because you are gay, you have to pick up the attributes of the opposite sex. So meaning, if you're a man, you have to talk with a lisp and be effeminate. If you're a woman and you're gay, you have to be very like butch and strong and stuff like that. And there are men that are gay that are very masculine, and there are women that are gay that are very feminine. But I've literally seen people that were gay and say, for instance, they were masculine, be accosted and bullied by other gay people because they're not feminine enough. It's like, you're not gay, or you coming out the closet like, I am gay, I have a boyfriend. Well, no, man, you gotta wear more pink, or you gotta wear the rainbow, or you gotta go clubbing more. They're like, yeah, but I don't like clubbing. I like doing like, you know, like coding. I like playing baseball. But I'm gay, you know what I mean? Like, it's so weird. So I also think that just like with black people, how we're kind of brainwashed into hip hop and talking a certain way, dressing a certain way, acting a certain way. Gay people are the same things happening to them, okay? Also, I just want to say that I don't think that, you know, people that are like pulling out Sodom and Gomorrah, There was a lot of stuff, according to the Bible, I know there's a lot of stuff going down in that city. It wasn't just homosexuality, okay? And also, my version of who I think Jesus was, he's a very forgiving, loving person. So if you want to take the story that a lot of people that are gay aren't choosing to be, maybe it's something, maybe they're gay because they were molested, or maybe they're gay because, you know, they have a gene or their genetics were interfered with. I don't think Jesus would have an issue with that. I just don't. I think he's very loving. My mom's a Christian, and we were talking about it, and she was just like, well, Jesus is very loving and forgiving. So, you know, if you know that your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your best friend, your cousin, they're a good person, they're a wonderful person, but they're gay, you're just gonna throw them away like that? You're just gonna throw them under the bus? You're gonna throw your child under the bus for being gay when otherwise they're an amazing person? I'm not willing to do that to the people that I love. I'm not, and I'm not going to. So I don't know. I feel like I want to say more. What else can I say? I just don't, you know, believe that it's conducive to do that. And I don't know, like, if you have people that you love that are gay and you're gonna separate yourselves from them because of that, I would like urge you to reconsider. I'm so blessed to have all kinds of people in my life. I don't just fucking throw people out of my life like that because of that. So anyway, oh God, I know there was something I was gonna say. Oh, I think that people also get homosexuality and pedophilia collapsed. And need I remind you, heterosexuals and homosexuals molest people. So it's not a thing, it's not a sexuality thing, it's just a perversion thing. And I think that, you know, I think that, oh God, I can't. I'm trying to have all my points in line, but yeah. So if I pissed you off and you unsubscribe, then I think it's down there. You know what to do. I hope, if not, if you guys are still listening, you don't have to agree with me, but maybe just take some of the stuff that I'm saying into consideration, especially if you have somebody in your family that you love, but they're gay. You know, the suicides rate, it's really high. It's very, you know, people don't choose to be gay. As a lot of my friends are aging, I see the sadness in them because they, you know, they want to have family, they want to have children of their own with people that they love, but they can't. Milo Yiannopoulos said it, very, very true. Something to that effect about the inability to conceive and have a child with somebody that you love is heart-wrenching. And I think that's why a lot of gay people are super into their pets, because that's the closest thing that they can have to a biological child. Now, I have had two friends who have had gay parents, and they're fine. Like one of my friends, it was her and two other siblings. They're all straight. They're all and they're all like married with their own kids. And another one of my friends is straight. But you know what is weird? Not weird, but I will say this: that my friend that had a gay father, he had a boyfriend, but her mom remarried, and she had a boyfriend, but her mom was still in her life. So I still do believe that if you are in a relationship, that the child needs to have both parents in their life, because I think honestly, her being a girl, she still needs to have another woman in her life. I guess even a guy, I shouldn't even say her being a girl, because if you're a boy, you still need a mom no matter what. So her dad was gay, but she still had both parents in her life. I don't know. There's just a lot to be said. I know I missed some points. If you guys want to add more to what I said below, please do. And that's it. All right, guys. Peace, love, bye. Mwah.